Good evening, gamers. Welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this bonus stream. I hope you're all having a good time. Hope that things are going well. Hope you've had a good Sunday. Appreciate you tuning in. Make sure that's working. Yeah, looks like it. Hello. We got a little bonus. Hashtag bone us. How you doing today? Sorry I'm late. I've been to see the new Gundam movie, quote unquote. Gundam G Quarks. Very fun. Very enjoyable. Really liked it. So I've come back and I just want to paint. Almost was going to do Gunpla. I was like, you know what, I'm going to paint today. So I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from. That's how it's pronounced. Yeah, G Quarks. Yeah, it's good. Really enjoyed it, actually. It was really fun. So if you don't know, it's the new Gundam series, but they're showing the first 3 episodes in cinemas this month, and then it comes out next month. So my hair's such a mess today. You can tell it being out. And then we went to this new Hong Kong restaurant. Very cute. Very cute. Was it about some prepubescent boy getting a war PTSD in a 3 big death machine? And girl. So yes, it was very much an Anno type series. Because basically this one is directed by the people who made, or the director of, Neon Genesis. So yeah, really good. Really liked it. Really cool. So I want to do a little bonus stream today, a little extra stream. I'm going live on YouTube and Twitch.tv. So if you want to watch on either platform, you can type !multi in chat to get access to the other one. If you're watching on Twitch, you can prime for free. If you're watching on YouTube, you can become a member. So you might remember I painted a little robot a couple of weeks ago, well, this week actually, a little robot for a video, and I wanted to paint some more. I want to paint the rest of the army for it. So we're going to do that today, and the mystery product is this acrylic stuff, because we've got the flat white and we've got this bad boy. That's the plan today. I don't know how long I'm going to stream for. Maybe an hour, maybe 2. But I just thought we could shoot the shit, talk some stuff, and we're gonna paint some stuff. He's quite a big robot. Yeah, so well, I say robot. It's a mecha, because it's a guy inside the robot, which is fun. You can actually see his little arms on the front, because he's like, it's kind of like baby carrier-esque. You know what I mean? If I do a little zoom, you can see. You see his little arms on the inside. You see like there. There's like his normal arm and then a little baby arm. That's the driver's arms. So yeah, so I'm excited to paint a few. I really want to paint a few more. We've got the hobby set up. Hopefully it's all going to work. I think it should work. But I thought we could do some painting. I'm in the wrong category on Twitch. Miniatures and models. There we go. So yeah, I don't paint on stream very often. I was thinking about doing it on Wednesday this week, but I thought, you know what? Sunday night chill, you know? Little arms and big arms, it's a sister's Gundam. Yeah, closest to a sister's Gundam, yeah. So, but yeah, basically I've been watched the Gundam movie today, and then I've gone, you know what? I want to paint some mecha, you know? I want to paint something that's Gundam adjacent, you know what I mean? So, so I will say, yo, Radial, thanks for the 23 months, dude. Holy shit, thanks so much. Really appreciate it, man. That's very kind of you. So Mikey enjoys shoving traumatized kids into big dreadnoughts. Does that basically make him a warsmith? Guilty. Guilty as charged. Red like a book. Thanks for the 23 months, dude. I really appreciate it. You're a fucking legend. So yeah, so I will say that #ad, #sponsored. This stream is sponsored by the guys over at Best Hobby, who are running a game found for Zeo Genesis, which is the models we're going to be painting today. It's free to follow using my link in the pinned comment. And if you do follow it, you get a free model if you do back the campaign. And basically, this is like, it's coming on Game Found, I believe, next month. And it's like a Kickstarter, you know? It's like a a back thing. But it looks really fun. I'll tell you a little bit about the models, and then we're just going to shoot the shit and paint, okay? So that's the plan today. Do a little chill stream, a little chill painting stream, and then I can tell you about what I'm painting, tell you what I think about it. I'll show you the other models as well, because I've got the starter set. But it's basically a game by Andy Chambers and GAV THORPE, so which is pretty fun. You know, it's got some pretty big names in it.
Genesis is a scalable skirmish miniatures battle game of big armor suits locked in kinetic action.
I really want the blue one. Also, I'm pretty sure they filmed this at the Painting Face studio, which is pretty fun as well. So we've already painted this one. This is the one I've painted. This is the one I painted already here.
Suits
I really want this one. I don't know. I think this is Pact. So there's like 2 factions in this box. There's Pact and Guardcore. I really want this one. It looks really sick. I really like it. Shadow's son, how you doing, bud?
Zeo units go head-to-head in an escalating shadow war as one of the few occupied star systems goes dark. Designed by industry legend Andy Chambers, with narrative from the unmatched GAV THORPE.
I mean, when you got like 2 names like that, I'm a bit like, how has this not got like 1 million followers? You know?
And visual design and concepts by the talented Dad Morrison, and art by Grey Herb. Zeo Genesis launches soon.
The Zeo Genesis setting is something we tend to refer as the 100 Suns, because
what I really like is just like the artwork of this, the artwork and the vibes of it, you know? The artwork and vibes of this game like really excite me. I fucking love this. It's very, quite literally 80s, 90s anime. I'm all for it.
It's placed over 100 star systems, which are linked together in this strange, slightly metaphysical network of heliospheres, and individually and together they are surrounded by a weird barrier that prevents movement through them, and the people living in there don't know who created the barrier or why. And that's one of the major sort of like meta narratives is, how did humanity come to be in this place? Are they imprisoned here, or are they being protected here?
They do like dev diaries as well, which is cool. So there's like a in-universe blog, which is quite cool, called Chamber's Guide, which is by Andy. I just think that's really it just seems like a really cool, like proper classic game with modern antics, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense when I say it out loud. It made sense when I said it in my head, but it looks very sweet. It looks very cool, and the artwork's really sick.
Cool thing.
I think the game sounds really fun as well.
This one is an action system that isn't limited. Usually you get 2 actions in a game. Zeo Genesis actually pushes out so that you get 3 actions at a time, or sometimes even 4. It's a more individualistic game in that the pieces have got
I just want the blue guy. This is the one I don't have. Of all the models I've seen, this is the one I don't have, and this looks like an Evangelion.
capacity for action in the course of a single activation than most games I've done.
And people ask us what makes us different. And one of the biggest things is we're actually going to make our own injection plastic miniatures in the States ourselves. We've spent the last 3 years building a small factory to be able to do all of the milling, molding, and injection ourselves, do all the packaging and everything else from a manufacturing point of view.
I will say, though, that they've already announced that it's going to be a 3D printable game as well, which is actually really cool. So if you have got a 3D printer, you don't even need to buy the minis. You can just buy the STLs, which is nice. I don't know if that's going to continue after the campaign, but at the start, they're going to be doing the 3D prints as well, which is fun. So yeah, if you don't know, it's like a skirmish game with mecha robots, but they're actually suits, not robots. So I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to see what they do with it. Let me know what the sound is like. So yeah, today we're gonna paint some more. So I painted one. We painted one mecha robot, and we're gonna paint the rest. I think that's the plan today. I'll paint the rest of one faction. I'll show you the other ones as well, but I thought we could just chat and paint some models. So I just need to quickly set it up. I mean, I wanted to stream at like 5 today. Didn't get back until 5:30, and I was like, yeah. 6 o'clock ain't happening either. 6 o'clock ain't happening if I'm back at 5. So let me just set this up, make sure it's all working. Okay, so that's on, that's on. Sure. Okay, right, I just need to move a cable. Okay, I think. If I press this. Wait, I don't have it on here. If I press this. There we go. Wait. my face camera's already broken. What's that? I literally finished that up and I made sure it all worked before I went out. You should be able to hear me now. And you should be able to see me now. Ta-da! There we go. No. Wait, from here. Oh, brilliant. I love it when she One second, yeah. The camera's working, I can see it. See? Told ya. That. And then I can say hello. So that's working. Love that. Love that for me. Laggy or... Yeah, a little bit laggy. Move my camera a second. Let me plug this bad boy in. The problem is I don't have enough cables here anymore because of the studio. You should be able to see me. And you should be able to hear me. And now you should be able to see the camera. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we did it. We did it. Smashed it. These are the minis we're going to paint today. These and these. Let me just grab my other one. If the face cam lags a bit, fine, whatever, don't matter. Just let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Or the painting camera anyway. What I'm going to do is just adjust that ever so slightly. And then do that, and then do this. Look at that, look at that, we've got like a professional setup. This is the one we painted on video. So, that one I'm like super chuffed with. I think it looks sick. I think it looks really good. Sound is good. Excellent, because the microphone's a little bit far away. Looks like my camera isn't quite big enough. So yeah, so this is the one we're painting on video. Really sick. Really like it. Really, really like it. Really had a lot of fun painting it, because I tried a few different things that I don't normally do. So I thought we could try and repeat it, because we've got another Stormer here. These are called Stormers. These ones. So as you can see, they've got like the little arms, because they've got little guys inside, which is fun. So these are the Stormers. These are like the mechas, not the robots, but you know, war suits. Need a bit of wobbly tech on this. It's a bit wobbly. So we've got one there, and then we've got a bunch of other guys to go with it. I can't quite remember the names of them, but we basically got the Zeo support. So this is a Zeo unit. That's what like the suits are called in this. Okay, handle stuff on that. So that's the Stormer, as you can see. And then we've got like the Zeo units. So we've got like the support unit. These are just like your normal Marines, like Army Marines or whatever. I'll find out all the names of them before we do it though. We've got like those three there. They're going to be slightly off center so you can actually see. We've got like the repair guy. He's pretty fun. I like him. And then we've got the hyenas. The cat hair already. The hyenas, the doggies, the dogbots, robo dogs, which is fun. So let's have a look what they're called. I've got my little cheat sheet here. So we have the Guard Corps Troopers. Guard Corps Troopers, that's these guys. These lads. I appreciate it might be a little bit hard to see, but we're about to spray them white, so. Guard Corps Trooper, the Tech Ops, that's this guy. He's the Tech Op. I'll stick to these as well. And then these are the Hyena Pursuit Drones. I like how they're called drones, but they're like... Whenever I think of drone, I think flying, you know? These are not flying. But yeah, this is the way we painted them, and this is what we're going to try and match them all to. Something similar to this. It's actually really quick and easy, because we have secret products. but I've not used. I've used once on this, so we're going to try some more of this today. That's the plan. So, I think everything's working. You said sounds good. I can modify it ever so slightly if I need to. What I'm going to try and do is let's adjust this camera a little bit. Can I do it on my phone? Just right clicking. Click and drag's not great on this. We're using an app so I can control my computer on an iPad. Pretty meta. There we go. And then that again. Sweet. All right, so we're going to try this again. So you don't want to chat about anything? What have you been up to today? What's been cracking? What's been going on? Have you had a good weekend so far? Have you been up to anything exciting today? Are you up to anything exciting during this week? I have some potentially exciting news, but I think it might. I can't tell you exactly what it is yet, but I think it might cause a problem for Friday's stream. But there's a cool filming opportunity that I might be doing on Friday. I'm emptying out my airbrush. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. A cool filming opportunity on Friday, which is really cool. But it does mean I might not be able to stream again Friday. I might do a different day. Well, I'll have to keep you up to date. Oh, that is a shame. But also, last thing I should say, if you want any of these miniatures, as I said, there's a link in the pinned comment to the campaign. Every time someone clicks a campaign, helps me out. Every time you follow it, it helps me out even more. And then when it does go live, if you are already following and you do end up backing it, which you don't have to, obviously, it'll help me out loads. So, thanks to Best Hobby for supporting the stream. Really appreciate it. Starting to build my NIDs. My friend is building Emperor's Children. Nasty. That's cool. What sort of NIDs are you building? So yeah, we're using this stuff today. I tried it last week. Game changer. Absolute beast of stuff. Every click, spam that thing. I mean, I would never ask someone to spam a sponsored link, but it will help. So we're using this thinner stuff. So basically, if you didn't know, I spoke about it on the video. You might have seen it. I'm not sure. This stuff is butyl acetate, which you can see there. Butyl acetate. That's what plastic glue is. Shall we try it? Shall we try gluing some stuff with this paint thinner? Let me just grab some random sprue. Experiment time, chat. The mystery product that you use in painting is actually plastic glue. I've got some plastic sprues here. Okay. Got some plastic sprue. It's just normal plastic sprue. You've seen it before. I'm just going to drop some onto here. Raw. And we're going to try and glue these together and see what happens. Okay, I'm not mega confident, but we'll just leave that. It's supposedly weaker, yeah. It's essentially like a watered down version. But it's exciting. Exciting that it potentially works. Okay. We'll leave that for a minute. Let's try some flat white, shall we? Now that is white paint, you know what I mean? That is some white ass paint. The only problem with like Tamiya is you have to use like a dropper like I'm using now. Now mine's not super accurate, which is kind of annoying. Should have changed my water. Yeah, can I change my water? Is that alright? I'll literally be like 2 seconds. And then I'll catch up with chat and then we'll spray. Just be a bit. Look at this. Look at that grim bastard. How was it? See? Fast as fuck. I've been it a good 20 times. Thanks, mate. What? Always got a painting desk is I have a rug so I don't mess the carpet. And then my desk always fucks up the carpet. The rug, sorry. For high tides going Talons and the big gun. Yeah, beast. Beast, bro. Opened it 20 times, thanks, mate. Yeah, they track clicks and stuff, so appreciate it, bud. What am I painting? I'm painting some Zeo Genesis. I'm painting the guard core of the Zeo Genesis. Here's one I did earlier. Here's one I did earlier. As you can see. This is all good paint. I'm going to try to paint some more of these. I don't think I'll get any done today, but I want to get the red done. You know, or the red started at least. Maybe some oil washes on it. Let me quickly catch up with chat, then we'll do some airbrushing. I'm starting with the airbrush. This stuff worth it? Mate, I can't paint without an airbrush now. I did a video a couple months ago where I compared the cheapest and most expensive airbrushes on Amazon. So I'd check it out if you're interested in buying one. I'd check that out. There's lots of good recommendations in that one. Had an Emperor Children box coming yesterday. Might start building them tonight. Yeah, beast. Emperor Children are so fun. Emperor Children are so fun. Right, let's check this plastic. Okay, it's not glued that plastic together. That was it a minute. I just covered it in paint thinner and nothing. It's not reacted. There is this type of plastic. This isn't GW. Let me try typical plastic. Here we go. Very sponsors. Just trying this out. It's a bit of a vindicator screw. Let's try again. I don't know if it's gonna work now. I don't know if it's gonna work now, but we'll try. Suppose you mix it with the current plastic glue and it essentially makes it go further. So you kind of like use it as a diluter. Ooh, is that reacting? Right, I'll leave that a minute. It's sticking together, but just like through the fact that it's wet. Airbrush is a sound investment. What you spend in equipment, you massively save with time. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, right? Time and effort. And it lets you do stuff that is just like harder to do with a paintbrush. You know, I can't paint that smooth on my hand with a paintbrush. You know what I mean? Right, let's give it a go, shall we? Let's start with one of the guard core. One of the what are we called again? My brain trying to remember what things are called is so annoying. Guard core trooper. It's just a trooper. I'm stupid. Here we go. I'm going to try and follow similar lighting style to what I did on the big one. Again, system in that, it's called Zeo Genesis. If you follow the link in the pinned comment, you can have a quick look, and if you follow it, you get a free gift. So it's a game that's by Gav Thorpe and Andy Chambers. I'm just going to move this closer because I'm airbrushing now. A game by Gav Thorpe and Andy Chambers, and it's... Oh, I just realised that's right in front of the camera. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. And it's coming out next month on GameFound. That's not too bad, right? If I talk like this, maybe. Sorry if my face camera's a bit laggy. I'm trying the phone set up. I'm not super happy with it, but what's the main thing's happening here, right? As long as this is fine. But yeah, the effect that we're going to get on this model with the airbrush today is just impossible with a paintbrush, to be honest. It is honestly just impossible. There you go. You just have to have a mic in shot. How's that? There you go. It's mic or a camera, or just me. I'm not really sure why I'm spraying white. I'm just kind of... That looks cool. You know what I mean? The trick is to have white and black next to each other, because that'll make it look really cool. So like here, I'm going to focus on the shoulder pad. Move this out of the way, you can see better. On the shoulder pad and the hand. And then the red will come up really nice. So, man, the zone throats are such nice models. The zone throats are really cool. They're quite a dated kit now, I would say. But they just look cool. I think the thing is with that sort of stuff, with like the release of like Space Marine 2, that's like really amplified the vibe with Mids and Thousand Suns. I'm going to focus on that half of the chest, but not the other side. And then the shoulder pad. And then the hand. Then the leg, I'm going to try and do white and black like that. You know? Really harsh, really striking. And then this side, I'm going to do the same. Obviously, the inside of the leg. What airbrush is that? This is a Galleri Premium Mobius. Galeri's a really cool brand. It's like a cheap premium, if that makes sense. It's like a premium airbrush, but like not the price tag. I might be doing a video for them in the future if you wanted to hold off and get a proper review. But I like this airbrush. I use it all the time. I have an eye water. Hate it. Can't stand it as shit. No, same again. So do here, and we want that bit to be interesting. A bit of his under his chin this time, not the front of it. Shoulder pads. Maybe this side of the leg, like that. That look cool. Galleri, yeah. G-A-A-H. I think he said. Realize it was off camera. Galleri Premium. This is the Mobius 3. We'll focus under his chin like that, because that might look quite cool. You know? And then we got like the black, this side of the shoulder pad, which is going to be like flat black. What product is this? We're trying Tamiya flat white. With like some special thinner. Paint glue thinner. This stuff. X20A. It's like the goat of white paint, I think. But ever since I got cats, I just find hairs on my model all the time. It's so frustrating. Love the cats. God damn their hairs. So yeah, if you want to know about the model I'm painting, there's a link in the pinned comment, guys. We'll put a little bit of white here. Just because we'll get that nice reflection and maybe a bit on his foot as well. I've got any tips for painting black on large models? Yes, Steve. Not to send you away. Love having you hang around. I do have a video on painting black. But if you wanted the footnotes before you go watch the video, it's called Painting Black is Hard, but I Made It Easy. Great title. What you can do is you can use dry brushing, okay, to build up your specular highlight, to build up like volume highlight. So let's say it was this guy. So you'd like dry brush all over with a grey. And then you go, right, okay, I'm going to do a lighter grey, and I'm going to like focus on like this area. And I'm going to do a lighter grey, and I'm going to focus on this area. And then I'm going to do a lighter and focus there. And then hit it with like a black contrast paint. I mix wash and contrast together. That works best in my opinion. But yeah, like dry brush it all. Dry brush it lighter on some bits. Dry brush it lighter on a little bit. Dry brush it lighter in one spot. And then smash it with a wash or a contrast. Contrast works best. Mixing it with the wash thins it all down, stops it being completely contrast, drags more of it to the recess, and yeah, it looks good. how I painted my Lamartis. It's how I painted all my Death Company. And you just repeat the same thing for a large vehicle. You just do more dry brushing, basically. And just don't go quite as light. That'll be my only recommendation. He's white as fuck. Look at that. Look how white that is, bro. Right, last of the guard course troopers. So this guy, we're going to do the top of his head. You use a brush to apply the contrast or airbrush. If you have an airbrush, you could use an airbrush, but you can do it by brush. You can do it by brush. Do it in like sections, you know? Do like the leg on its own, and then do the next bit on its own. Because the problem with contrast is it dries fast. So when it dries fast, that's where you get the patchy if you've not finished fucking around with it, you know? Not finished messing around with it, it dries too fast. This white paint's just insane. Look at that. Look how smooth that is. Because I know I'm painting miniatures you might not know about. There's a link in the pinned comment. Really appreciate if you check it out. It does help me out every time you click your link, and it's literally free to follow to get more information and a free gift. But the way we're going to be painting today, you can take away for anything. Anything you ever want to paint. You can paint a brick like this if you really want to, you know what I mean? You fancy painting a duck from Home Bargains? One of those cardboard things? You know? Those like random cardboard animals? Or you could follow the link in the pinned comment and grab some of these. Okay. Thanks, I paid some Dark Angels. I paid some Dark Angels in their 30k scheme. Nice, Blurb, that's cool. Next video idea, yeah. I painted the random cardboard shit from Hobbycraft. Brick and duck painting. Is it white paint? It's white paint! This stuff is acrylic paint. The trick is we're using the thinner with it, the proper thinner. So it's just it's thin, but it goes on a dream. It's so much nicer than white ink. A white ink's great. I mean, it's really thin, so you need loads of layers, and then also it's really easy to rub off. This is a real pain. As the other thinner I use, 11 out of 10. Yeah, it's beast, bro. I've only tried it with this paint. I'm definitely tempted to try it with like more different types of paint. Like, how would it react with contrast paint? How would it react with like a normal other acrylics? You know, probably the other acrylics is probably the first one you do. But look how smooth these airbrush marks are. I'm not that good at airbrushing. I've just done it a lot, but this stuff makes me look like I'm like insane. Hey, Idiotic, how you doing? That Idiotic called me out the other day. Absolutely brutal. Didn't like my tier list. Even though my tier list is elite. The best tier list ever released that day. Yeah, we're trying to go for that patchy, not patchy, but like poppy, you know? Where it's like you've got black next to white. We can always go in with a black ink afterwards and try and cover some bits, or we've oversprayed. But you're trying to go for that like really bright white in like hot spots essentially. Not that hot. You were mean to Fulgrim. I was. It was deserved. And I put my money where my mouth was, and then used him on stream on Friday. Paper Fulgrim. Paper Snake. Okay, let's do the tech op. This is the tech op now. It's very similar. That's the other thing that throws me off is like, this is a trooper. This is a trooper. This is a trooper. This is a tech op. It looks all suspiciously like a trooper. Don't use it with GW Air Range. It literally turns it to powder. Interesting. That's a weird. Excuse me. That's a weird reaction. Realizing in my copy. So, what do you reckon to painting streams? Yay or nay? It looks and sounds okay, I think. That's promising. I like your stream. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Very kind of you to say. But yeah, you guys painting or are you just hanging out? Bloody cat hair. Everywhere. Idiotic did call you out. Doesn't mean it wasn't hilarious. True. Painting streams would be good. I like your painting vids too. Thanks, bud. I feel like I'm in like a pretty good rhythm of like competitive 40k gossip streams and then like hobby hack videos. I'm really enjoying the direction. So hopefully you guys are too, because obviously I make videos because I enjoy it, but also I would like it if other people enjoyed it as well. But I'm liking like that direction I seem to be getting. I've like kind of like naturally gone towards. I think it works, you know. It's good, gives the channel some dimension. Yeah, man, exactly. It's it gives me a little bit of like flexibility as well. You know what I mean? I'm not like rehashing stream stuff to make into videos, which I can do. Like, you know, like all your Warhammer friends are cheating. Great example of like okay, this is like a stream and like the tier list. You know what I mean? But then it's just like, I'm not just that guy who's, let's be honest, not out of war. I'm not just that guy who's not out of war talking about competitive 4K. I'm that guy who's talking about competitive, but also talking about like hobby and stuff like that, you know? And the problem is when you do like competitive content, that's what you get compared to. No matter what you do, it was right there. I'm making out. Also, I'm planning on doing a crew only army, but it's going to take some time. Yeah, crew only army, that is a lot of models to work with, you know? I like to dip in and out in my interaction. Yeah, it's cool. Appreciate it. Things with it is like, it's one of those, it's like, if you're here, you're here, great. If you're not, I hope you're having a good time, you know? Virus gone live. New pre-orders revealed all the 40k. He's so full of shit. There's not one bit of 40k on pre-order. You see the kill teams on pre-order. The Grippers McGee, we'll call her. Big sister. And then the not corn and not grey knights. Cool. 3 more to base coat, and then we'll go back through and give him another whack of highlight. A little bit of shading. Yo! Where's my phone gone off? Thank you. Appreciate you. There you go. Sorry about the Windows alert. That was me, not you. I never really saw the heads on these things. They've got fucking little grinder things for faces. Holy shit. Because they were like, they've been grey on my desk for a little while. I literally planned them just before I went live, so I forgot. They got like fucking little fucking grinders for a face and then a gun. Holy shit, the goodiest of boy. Once we've got the red done on these then, and we kind of cleaning everything out, we'll try the acrylic thinner with different paints maybe. We'll try like GW paint, see what happens. I have a theory that Kroot play like Poxwalkers with guns. They're not quite the shambling horde because they've got like a little bit more depth. And there's a few more units that interact with them rather than just like exclusively typers. But it's a Swarm Army, you know? It'll have this similar vibes to a Swarm Army. Kind of like Scavengers from Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, they're very... is it Boston Robotics or something? They look cool. I like them. I'm struggling to get... Because they're quite... Because this one's really closed off there, I'm struggling to get like the cool poppy heat spots. It's just like I've sprayed it white. Heat spot there. Heat spot there. Heat spot here, maybe? But that's metallic, so it doesn't matter. Maybe the side of the feet. For this one, I'll definitely have to go in with black. You can do 120 crew carnivores. You can. You can. You want to, though? But yeah, I really like these models. These are just like one half the starter set as well. I'll spray this one, I'll show you the rest of it. I'll show you the other ones. Because there's like, in this starter set, there's two factions. There's the Guard Corps, which are kind of like the military police, which are the ones we're painting. Another cat here. So that's the one we're painting, is like the police, the military, you know? Or the army or whatever, you know. The official organized government. And then we've got the Pact, which is kind of like the rebel faction, I would say. And then they're on about adding another faction, but I'm not sure when or where that's happening. It might be like a stretch goal initially, but I think they're going to go try and do like... They haven't revealed too much, but I've kind of like theorized it's like an aliens or... Because they don't know where their origins are from, I wonder if they'll find the origin, you know? So this is the Stormer. This is the Stormer. This is one of the mechas, the mech suits. But the other mech suit for the other faction is this guy. Like, absolutely bodies him, bro. Absolutely bodies that one. That's why you get two Stormers. Then, like, the guy you've just been painting. That guy she tells you not to worry about, you know? So that was really cool. This is the Pact. This is the other faction. So this one's called the Amarok Master Form Zeo. Which I think is fucking absolutely beast. I need to get him based and painted. Absolutely beast mode. It's on a huge base as well. It's like a 100 mil, 90 mil, 100 mil something. 90 mil. Look at there. So you got that guy. Obviously you get less stuff in this faction because you have such a large Zeo. There's the mech. But then you get like the heavy gunner. He's really cool. He's a bit reminds me of, it's very like Star Wars. You know what I mean? And he's the heavy gunner. You've got the ops guy. He's very Star Wars Episode 1, you know what I mean? Phantom Menace vibe. So he's got like his extra little backpack with the claws on. So these ones are very similar aesthetic in terms of like what they are. And then you got like the drones. So these are just like robots. So the Pact, the rebels, they kind of like use more technology. These are like probe drones, you know what I mean? Probes. You get 4 of them, you get 2 of each. You get like 2 shooty ones, which is like this one. And then you get 2 defensive ones. Oh no, sorry. They're the combat ones, the shooty ones. As you can see. And then you've got the defensive ones, the shield ones. So they're really fun. I like those. But yeah, so you get that's your 2 factions in your starter box. So this is the pack, as I said. So you got one big guy, and then the guard corps, the space cops are the two smaller Zeos. So it's kind of like a nice balance. But yeah, it's about the robots. It's only a small game. That's all the models you need for a game. I think a best of 3 is going to be like the way it's played, to be honest, but I'm not sure yet. On first reading of the rules and stuff, it feels like a best of 3 skirmish game. How's that? good? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Alright, guys, get these base coats down in the club, boy. I love this helmet as well. It's kind of like robot samurai, you know? I keep calling them robots. They're not robots, but you know, you get what I mean. It's like Mecha Samurai, whichever you think is really sick. There's like blades coming out. Oh, so cool. Which I fade the middle of his face. So then a little mouthpiece, as you can see. Will have like such a nice blend on it. Yeah. Strong apple seed vibe. Funny that. Watch that. Look at this. Zeo Genesis has its roots in the feeling of a golden wave of late 80s and early 90s manga that capitalized high production value stories like Apple Seed, Maddox, and Ghost in the Shell. Funny you should say that. It's right there. Nice, Patrick. Have fun, mate. But yeah, they're not exclusively going for like a manga vibe. It's not all like future samurais and stuff like that. But you can definitely feel the vibes from it, which is cool. I've never seen Appleseed. Is it good? I said I watched the new Gundam movie today. Gundam movie episode. That was really fun. That's why I've come home and just like... I was like, this morning I was like, God, I want to paint some robots. I want to paint some mech suit, you know? Very much too much there. Made by the game made Ghost in the Shell. Nice. I've only seen a little bit of Ghost in the Shell. I haven't watched that all the way through. No, I haven't seen the movie. The movie's supposed to be awful, right? Never got into Gundam, but I did pick up a second-hand copy of Gundam Origin. Yeah, so I like the robots, you know what I mean? I like the mechas and stuff. I like the concept of it, but I've never really like watched it. But the new one, G-Quarks, it's like a reboot. It's like a reboot. So like, it's designed to get in at the ground up, you know what I mean? It's like an alternate telling of... But supposedly a lot of them are kind of like reboots. Like, it's not like one whole series. But yeah, it's a reboot essentially from like... There's like a big war and it's like, that's where it starts, you know what I mean? Like, just after the war. Some guys lose, it starts there. So I thought like it was like a good time to like watch a series, because I think it's a bit it's an overwhelming IP to like go, okay, I want to start watching this now. It's like, where the fuck do you start? Did you have to tell Georgia which one was Mr. Gundam? I actually explained to her, like, the first episode was about the baddie, but also wasn't. I've only got, like, limited knowledge of the series. I obviously like the kits, don't get me wrong. But yeah, so, like, it's like a ground... It feels like a good place to, like, get in on the ground, hit the ground running with it, so... and it's directed by Hitomi Anno, who directed and wrote Neon Genesis, and I'm obviously like a huge Neon Genesis fan. I have been forever. Thanks to Elliot, since lockdown basically. I watched Evangelion, and then it's just overrun my life. So yeah, so because it's the same director, I was like, I've got to see this. And you can definitely feel it. There's some bits that are like, oh my god, yeah. There's some bits that are like, oh dear, yes, that's Anno. And then it's just like, it's cool. It's just cool. It's like, yeah, it was nice to finally just go in a little bit blind, but not like a complete scrub, but like I have a rough idea who's who. You know what I mean? Like I know, but it's kind of like, because it's an alternate timeline. It's already like, it's already different. So, but yeah, the problem is kind of like, where the fuck do you start? Like what's the first one? You mind? Like, where the hell do you start? You know what I mean? It's like, there's like 19 seasons or something of just the first one. And then there's like so many different spin-offs, etc. But yeah, I love the kits, you know what I mean? I've got one. I've got my first proper Gundam here. I'll show you on this camera, it's so big. This is from Gundam Seed, which I believe is like the newer one. But yeah, I was like, that looks cool. I'll get that. It's a guy with a cool sword. Now I know more. There's a dead one there, which is fun. But it's just like the artwork of him, you know. But I think this is kind of like not an older one, but like it gives an older vibe. He transforms into a plane, so. So that's fun. We love that. Okay, we've got our base coats down. So we're just going to go back through, give him another touch up with the white. But I had stuck some plastic together, and I don't think it stuck together. The thinner is evaporated. Did we get scammed? So I tried to glue this together with just the paint thinner. Did we get scammed? I wonder if that slight change in chemical makeup completely changes it. It's like, yeah, that's not... I don't think there's any reaction, but I don't think there is. There's like nothing there. If you don't know, we tried gluing this with the thinner. Because it's the same chemical, it's got the same chemicals in it. But this has got a little bit extra in it. So look at the thin. Yeah, look, butyl acetate. Butyl acetate. This also has ethyl acetate, acetone. Ah, so this is missing the acetone. And a few other things. Yeah, this is missing the acetone. This one has the acetone in it. So I think what you do is you take extra thin cement and make it even thinner. It'd be handy for the sprue goo. You know when you're making sprue goo, you make it a bit too thick. You could add some of this to make it thin it down. Interesting. Yeah, it's missing the acetone is what's doing the melting, right? Alright, try and make our hotspots lighter. It's the cleaner that's practically identical. I thought it should glue as well. Because the thinner in cleaner is like... A thinner is cleaning it because it's thinning it down, right? What's your favourite unit to use in this? I like to use the Norn Queen. The Norn Queen's such a good unit. Well, the other one is probably like Exocrines. F1. I don't actually own Exocrines. I really wish I did. Trying to balance or manage so many armies all at once is very tough. I just spent 3 weeks building and painting Emperor's Children. And then infantry, I haven't done any of the other units yet. Because a lot of them aren't out. As a Brighton not said Fulgrim's out yet, but there we go. And then, what do you call it? I was like, oh shit, I've got like a list to paint. I've got Goonhammer list to paint for next weekend. And I'm painting so much in a minute. Oh good, big man. Oh good. Make sure you join the Discord because I think they're in there. So you can tag them if you want. There you go, that's some good hot spot. You can see that like really bright spot in the middle. It's been overexposed even. Can I turn the exposure down a little bit? Let's have a look. You see you got like super bright spot? Oh yeah, dude. There we go, thingies. We're black anyway. That's the thing with this paint, it's just so, it's crazy how smooth it goes on. Compared to any other white paint I've ever used. It's so good. You did such a good job again for children. Thanks, bud. Got one to finish. And then a video. There you go. There's one. I really chuffed with how it came out, to be honest. But I ran into a few problems. I think that's what the video's going to be about. I like when you turn it, you get like the light undertone. My video is going to be about not exclusively how to paint. It's going to be like the experience of painting this army. Problems I ran into. Hot butt. Hot hyena butt. There we go. Oh, overspray. Don't look at that, chat. Don't look at the overspray. Let me use my hairdryer. Don't look at it. Don't look at the overspray. Hot butt action. There we go. On this guy, there's not going to be a lot of red. Unless I do it all red and just do the exposed metallics. Yeah, the dogs are hard to paint. I think the dogs are the hardest bit to paint. Let me swap my handle out. Don't ask me this. I didn't even think about it. If you didn't know, I have a lot of painting hands. So I use shot glasses. But they break a lot. So someone was like, "How do you own like 50 paint handles?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just a paint. It's just a shot glass with some bleed tack on it." So I have like 200. If I've ever got a 200 army project, I need man to come see. But yeah, no, I like the GW painting handle is nice, obviously, but they're expensive if you need more than one. I think I've got two. I'm probably never going to buy another one because they're quite expensive. Things with this white paint as well is I've been painting for like what, half an hour, if not longer, and the nozzle is still not dry. I'm just still going, you know. I'm still finding cat hair. I'm still going. God damn it, Cloud. I could never enter Golden Demon now because of the cats. Not that I would ever, because I'm not that good. I did enter once, but anyway. But because of the cat, there's just fucking hairs on everything. No matter where I go, it's a cat hair. I may got my hands on Smart Riders and Black Knights, my Dark Angel army. Nice! I like Black Knights, they're so sick. Hard to play, but sick. The plastic shot glasses are so cheap, you don't matter when they break. Yeah, yeah. It's made its money, definitely. You know? It's all it needs, to be honest. Not sure. I thought this was like a walkie-talkie. It's like a drill that's in front of his face. You know? It's like a repair drill. Another hair, my god. Go away. This guy's way more armored up than the one, to be fair. I was comparing them a little bit earlier. He's way more armored up. Went to this new restaurant today in Sheffield. A Hong Kong restaurant. Yeah, it was so nice. Me and Georgie went after the film. We had chicken spring rolls. I had chicken spring rolls for starter. Georgie had chicken satay. Oh my god. Oh my lord. And the guy came up to me and was like, how did you hear about us? And I was like, we literally saw a video on TikTok. Georgie saw this video. She was like, I want to go to there. And then today we're like, oh, we're kind of hungry after the movie. And she was like, let's go there. And then he was just like all over the table all evening. It's quite, all afternoon. It's quite cute, to be fair. And then he was like, it was quite funny. He was like, yeah, we kind of rely on like social media to find new customers. I was like, oh yeah. Right. He was like, yeah, we just rely on like other people posting about our restaurant to make recommendations. I was like, bro, I'm like the most famous person in here. I joke. But he was like, will you post? I was like, yeah, I'll think about it. I hadn't had the feed at that point either. He was like, yeah, we kind of relied on it. Will you post for us? I was like, wasn't planning on posting me dinner today, you know what I mean? Which I get from his point of view, but I was like, bro, I talk about Warhammer. No one cares about my random Hong Kong dish that I had today. He's also be like really out there post for me to be posting my dinner. It just made me laugh because I was like, I charge companies to post on Instagram at this point, mate. Okay. I think we're out. Dining tree is always good after a game. Don't get me wrong, the food was nice, don't get me wrong. It was just funny, it was kind of like before I'd eaten, it was like, will you post on Instagram about us? I'm like, no. Just want me dinner, please. If that's alright. I ain't ordered it yet, but I'll have it. Okay, I think we're there with the hotspot. I think we're just going with a little bit more black ink, maybe. I'm gonna do post with the after the red. I'm going with that. It just made me laugh, you know what I mean? I was a bit like asking me afterwards. Oh, did you enjoy it? Would you mind, like, if you post about it, would you tag us? Before I've had my food, before I've ordered, yeah, will you post on Instagram? I was a bit like, okay. Okay, dude. How about you? Okay, we've had a little bit dry on the outside of the cup, but not in the nozzle, which is the main thing. We have to make sure we don't transfer all that to the nozzle, if not we've got a blocked airbrush. Oh, it's proper dried in there. So I have two bottles tonight of this one. Airbrush cleaner. It's not cleaner, it's isopropyl alcohol. Perfect for cleaning out airbrushes. And then I have my other one, which is just a bottle of water. So don't look at that big bottle of airbrush cleaner and go, oh my god, he just pours it all away. The big one is just a bottle of water. It's just so handy to have something you can flush it out with. So like, this is isopropyl, so I'm getting all the shit out. With an old paintbrush. You know? Get all this shit out. You can see it's like met through the water as well there. Through this guy anyway. And then I use this one. This is just water. Just like a rinse. Like a rinse wash. Just squeeze it in to push it. And you get like a pretty clean cup. And I'll technically get on board. And I'll get the end clean. I think a lot of people like worry and like about like cleaning the airbrush between colours and stuff. Unless you're going from white to black, that easy. Got a run. Got a Warhammer Fantasy roleplay session. Have fun. Thanks for sticking around, man. I appreciate it. Bit more water. I don't normally use isopropyl between colours, but it's because it had all dried in the cup. I'm just spraying water. I'm ready to go. One thing I did get there, chat. Maybe a quick drink and I'll tell you. I bought something from Japan. Okay. I definitely shouldn't have took it on the plane. Highly illegal to take on the plane, but you know. Allegedly I took it on the plane. I definitely posted it. I got this stuff called Model Color Caston C23 Shade Black Pro. Okay. And it was like 15 quid, I think. No, £7.50. I think if I remember correctly. 1,500 yen. 1,000 yen, about a fiver. I was like, oh, it's a wash, right? But it's called Shade Black Pro. But I checked it and it says like best results using the airbrush. And I opened it, right? And it's just like, oh, did I open it? I'm sure I did. I did. That's not on very well. I opened it and I was like, oh my god. And it smells so chemically. You know, it's got an extreme chemical smell. Shall I try it? Shall I try it out? Smells chemical, but what does it taste like? Alright. It tastes like fire. But the thing is with it, is I couldn't find anything about it. That was what was weird. This is why I haven't used it yet, and I've had it since November. I can find the website where they sell it, but I can't find like any videos. I can't find any documentation. And all my white's coming off my finger and rubbing onto there. I can't find anything about it. And it says for best results used through the airbrush, but then I'm like, I don't know what it is though. Is it an acrylic? Is it an oil? Is it an enamel? So I kind of want to test it. Mystery product 2. But I don't want to spray it if it's going to like destroy my lungs, you know? That's very thick. You know? That's not thin. I don't know what it is. It's like, it stinks as well. It's really bad. You know, does it wash off? Bit of water? No. No, it did not like that. It did not like that one bit, bro. Japanese Black Legion. Does it say where you can breathe? Oh, it did not like that. I've awakened the beast there, it feels like. Let me try this acrylic thinner. No, that did not thin it whatsoever. I wonder if it's like an enamel. That would make sense. Right, let's try. Here, Bob. Bob. I can't really describe what it smells like. Oh, I clicked. Sorry, chat. I clicked the outro by accident. It doesn't smell like an enamel, but here's some enamel thinner this time. Little Bob Ross thinner. Oh, that thinned it, I think. No, that didn't work either. God, I don't know what it is. It's just goo. I'm not spraying that through my airbrush. I like my airbrush. I don't want to have to use a blowtorch to clean it. Never mind, we are not using Shea Black Pro. This is a part of the hobby products I need to try, and this is one of them. I just can't find anything about it. I don't know what it is. If anyone knows, let me know. I don't know why I tried washing that in my water. I already know that doesn't work. Does it thin? I wonder if it thins with just alcohol. Alcohol surely thins it. Yeah, alcohol destroys it. There you go. Is it like an alcohol paint? That's not uncommon. It's not like I've never heard of one. Alcohol absolutely destroys that. I don't know. Weird. Weird, that's for sure. A weird mystery product. Number 2. Right, where were we? That black ink, I think. Do I have black ink out? I think I might have left it out. Have another look. That's blue. Whilst I'm looking, chat, if you want to use a link in the pinned comment, this stream is sponsored by Best Hobby of producing Zeo Genesis, the miniatures we're painting today. You can use my link to support the channel. Have a nosy and follow for free to get a free gift. Where the fuck's my black ink? I literally lost it. I must have put it away. Oh, it's under there. Behind my iPad. Ooh. It's not. I must have put it away. Maybe for plastic plate. But yeah, it's for that and Gundam. Gun placket. But I can't find any information about it. I just don't know how to use it. Do I have any other black ink? Like what? Oh, damn. Where's my fucking ink gone? That's very annoying. I might just use some black paint. Let's use a very small amount of Procol called black with some thinner. I'm not going to put that brush back in my airbrush, that's for sure. I love this tune, so good. I think we still got a bit of white paint in there, or I'll just whacked it all off my brush. I think I got a lot of paint off, just off the brush I was using. I was like, look how quick it is to clean your airbrush after colours. And here I am, still cleaning. Alright, let's try again. A little bit thinner, but not too much, because thinner makes paint dry quicker, which we kind of want when we're spraying on like a glaze consistency. We don't want it to dry too quickly and then into the airbrush. So I'll put a little bit of black paint in there, and then we'll add in some flow improver as well, because that'll act as the retardant. It'll help slow it down so you get like the best of both worlds. Make it feel thin. Right, dab of water as well. Let's try this bad boy, shall we? That for Daybot Pro. Yeah, I'm a little bit more confident spraying that than whatever that other shit. Okay. Watch it, as soon as I finish the stream, I'm like, oh, there's my pot of ink. This is like super duper thin, but we're just trying to make the black, you know? Oh, we got a little bit of blockage, I think. Maybe just the end of the needle. I think I got it. I find it wasn't quite spraying when I was selling it to, and then it was. That usually tells you your needle's got a little nubbin on it. Oh, okay. I think that's good. Some nice hot spots, some nice contrast. Look at this one. Then we're going to do the shoulders. I much prefer to use ink at this point. God damn it. It's a little bit more difficult with the airbrush. With a normal paint, you know? It's so thin though, so it's working about right. It's just you have to apply a bit more pressure for the paint to go through, and then you can do a little bit more out of control like that. It's kind of annoying. Some of our shadows. Which meme accurately conveys the thickness of the paint? What does it mean? Like, are we talking, are you going to give me options? Are you talking just in general? Like, if you had to describe the thickness of the paint, what meme is it? It's like the King Ghidorah meme. It was paint a little bit there, you know? That was just trying to avoid. I thought that was focus, just realised then. No, I should have done. I should have tried that fucking Sammy R thinner, shouldn't I, rather than using Flame Prover. I don't know why I didn't do that. I'm an idiot. Make a weird hotspot there. That'd be cool. And the tech ops. Nearly there, chat. We got one more step after this so we can spray the red. Right, just a storm. And this one's the big one because he's so big and I sprayed quite a lot of white. So I just need to reintroduce those blacks again. For example, maybe there. We're gonna get a cool highlight there. And then here we'll do under here. It seems nice, but on a serious note, Black Legion seems better. And then the contrast paint. I don't know if I have Black Legion. I have Black Templar, but that's blue. Or what if you met it with black in? I just couldn't find it. Those will be. Oversprayed a bit. Fine. Cool. Okay. Sweet. All right. Got that bit done. Now all we need to do is give our brush a quick wash. We're blasting out. Then we just edge highlight the white on the edges. Then we can spray the red ink. Gonna have to clean up my water again as well. What I'll do as well is I'll just leave that full of water and just pull the needle back ever so slightly. And then what that will do, there's no bits in there, that's I think we were. Water will just keep dripping through the airbrush. It means the nozzle won't dry while we're painting. Take a couple later. Right, where are we? 6 models, all nicely prepped. So just a quick little edge highlight. Quickly going to change my water. A quick little edge highlight of white using the acrylic paint we just used. And then we'll give it a red wash. A red paint even. BRB. Quickly going to change the music as well. Okay, so you can post that completed 40k models on your Discord. There sure is. There's multiple places currently. You can post in 2 places. We've got decorating the kiln, and then model show growth. But next week we will be changing up the Discord. Okay, just be aware. We will be changing it all up. Alright, let's do some edge highlights quickly. Smash some quick edge highlights here and there. Not everywhere. Just in some interesting places. Let's get our wet palette. A bit right. This is why I like having like a big bottle of water. Again, it's not airbrush cleaning, it's just water. I like having it nearby. Good for cleaning the airbrush, good for topping this up and stuff. Very good. Beautiful. This is Mikey's only grey account, does that mean? So we're going to use some XF straight from the pot, but I'm just not going to use my brush to get it. That's the only annoying thing about these paints. No dropper, and because it's white, you don't really want to put a brush into it. Okay. Okie dokie. Like, when do you post vids? Do you have a schedule? I don't have a schedule for videos, no. I try to release a video every week. But I do have a schedule for my streams, which are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is a bonus one. I don't normally stream on a Sunday, but I just fancied it. Have you tried those red grass palette, wet palette reusable membranes? I haven't, no. What are they? I'm not going to bother thinning this down. It's not a wet palette, so it's going to have some moisture on it anyway. I'm going to turn the brightness up a little bit as well, because let's do it dark now. Should be able to see a bit better. I'm not airbrushing. We're just going to smash some edge highlights on a couple of bits and bobs. You know? Even when it's black, when it edge highlight. Membranes, or do you mean the paper? Yeah, like a bit confusing. I'm not sure what it is. I've used this. I think this is red grass paper, to be honest, but I've never really used any other red grass product. I bought this just because I couldn't get the other brand that I was actually using. They're called reusable membranes, but like parchment paper, but thicker. You can wash them and use them again. No, I've never used them. I actually used to wash palette paper, because you can if you want to. But I've not tried the red grass one. No, definitely not. Because the trick is we're going to spray this with ink afterwards. Because of the ink going on afterwards, anything we paint white now will come up as red, but anything that's black will come up as dark red. So essentially highlighting before we paint the actual colour, we're highlighting with white. It's kind of like a little cheeky hack. We can kind of like, you could dry brush this if you wanted to. To be honest, I could dry brush them all. Rather than like edge highlighting, I could dry brush it and just catch the edges. Yeah, I'll do that. Dry brush to catch the edges. I don't know why am I sat there highlighting it? I'm such an idiot. Let's just get a fat old brush. That one's fallen to bits. And then just like catch the edges with the dry brush. Not that one. That one. Yeah. Wet it down a little bit, make the brush moist. Why we start edge highlighting like a scrub? Let's try on the base. Yeah, well, we can do that, you know? But why are we doing it with a brush? We could use a fat brush. Okay, that's why. Because they're round, that's why, Mikey. Because they've got rounded edges. You have to be careful. Does that mean I brush stuff on? Brush on well. Not with that brush now, we need a small brush. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not something you paint base coats with, but excuse my t-shirt. It's not something you paint base coats with, but it's something you definitely like just like edge highlight and stuff, you know? It's just an acrylic paint. It's just thin, that's all. Try this one. This one's a bit thicker around the edge. It's very thin, so it's not great, but if we're just trying to edge highlight or capture a bit, you know? I don't know if it's going to work as well. I feel like no, I don't think it's going to work as well. Ignore me, chat. The dry brush idea was terrible. The dry brushing idea is terrible. It didn't. Don't do it. Don't go there. The dark shadowy place. We shouldn't have gone there. I was trying to be lazy because I'm on stream. Trying to be quick. And my t-shirt is in the way of the camera. Always we're doing that, I wasted all my white paint. But yeah, if edge highlighting and stuff, it's fine. I wouldn't base coat with it. You know, it is like that. The white paint's fine. Just a quick little, you know, I'm not going to do loads of edge highlight. I don't be here all night doing it. But just enough where it's like, you can kind of see it. Chat, have you ever used brush soap that's like oily? I know I'm normally the one bringing tips, but I tried this brush soap. I think it's called Cryptic Cabin or something. And it's like oily. It's like greasy. It's not like a soap. And I put it all on my brushes yesterday, and then I struggled to paint with them because it was so greasy. Like, it was in the bristles, and it was like causing the paint to like not work properly, basically. I don't know if anyone's used it or similar. I've used Master's brush soap, never had a problem. Bought that stuff. I think I bought it at Games Expo last year. I don't know if it's like user error or a weird product. It's like just like really greasy. And then it was like all my paint was like really oily afterwards. I was a bit confused why it was happening. You did something wrong, maybe. Well, I mean, the product is oily. You know? It's not soapy. Well, it says brush soap on it. Like, Master's brush soap is a bar of soap, you know? Essentially. Special bar of soap, but it's bar of soap nonetheless. For tomorrow, there's a 100 comment thread on Reddit called "How do you counter more Daka?" Yeah, I'll have a look at that tomorrow then. And the top comment is wait 3 weeks. Yeah, so it's called brush soap by Cryptic Cabin. But yeah, it's like petroleum jelly, you know what I mean? It's not really like soap, it's like jelly. You wash your brushes? Yes, mate. Funnily enough, yeah. That's how brushes last 6-7 years. Rather than like 3 weeks. This GW one I've had about 4 years, you know what I mean? But then yeah, I used this brush soap on it and then I had to like give it a proper scrub and like scrape it out. I was a bit like, oh, okay, this is good. Because normally you just use brush soap, but then that's it. I just thought it was a different brand, but then like, yeah, I opened it. I was running low. I think I just like saw a stall, so I bought it at Games Expo. And then, yeah, I tried using it. I was like, what the fuck? I went to the water, but I didn't realize there's more to it. The brush soap, because like brushes are made of hair, right? Unless you buy the white handle GW ones or whatever. But like this GW brush is made of hair. Brush soap is kind of like paint remover, but also shampoo and conditioner at the same time. And what that does, it kind of like helps keep it like a tip. You know? It helps keep your brushes healthy with its hair. And when you say, oh, it's hair, and then you go, oh, I basically use shampoo and conditioner on it, people are like, oh yeah, that's so smart. If you don't have Master's brush soap or anything like that, Master's brush soap, just use shampoo and conditioner. You know, your wife's, girlfriend, partners, whatever. Because that will get help if you don't have any. Make it go like a long way. It's better than nothing. Yo, this acrylic paint's drying on my palette. They have like a weird skin on it. So yeah, it's literally animal tail. That's what you're painting with. So it needs washing. But yeah, Master's brush soap is essentially like a soap and conditioner at the same time. So fuck knows what that is. It says like oil. It's like petroleum jelly. I mean, it cleaned my brushes really nicely. I literally saw like flecks of paint still coming out. Because what I normally do is kind of give them a wash with isopropyl. Because that's fucking insanely good for removing paint. I use it for stripping plastic models. So I like run them around in a bit of isopropyl, give them a rinse. And then I use the Master's brush, not the Master's brush, the brush soap there. And like, I was like, oh, it's like greasy, you know what I mean? And then I was like, holy shit, there's so much paint coming out of them though. Nice. And then I rinsed it, and then it was just in the bristles and I couldn't get it out. I was like, holy shit, I've ruined my like £100 worth of brushes. I managed to get it out by like kind of like getting between my nails and scraping it out. But like the problem is the paint just wasn't sitting in the brush anymore because it was oily. It was all just like falling out essentially. I mean, it's great if you want to keep the paint out the brush, but I did kind of need to start putting paint back in it at that point. It was kind of annoying. My painting professor used to encourage us to harvest squirrel tails off roadkill to make brushes. Wild. Yikes. That's a red flag. Using real airbrushes or synthetics. I use a little bit of a mixture, but mostly like detail job, real hair. And I say ask the makers. Yeah, I should just message them. I think they're on Instagram. It didn't work well with the ISO. Well, I think it was like that when I bought it, you know what I mean? I've not put isopropyl in the soap. I essentially put a clean brush in there. It was already like a gel. It's not soap, you know what I mean? As I worked a dream getting the paint off. It was great. But yeah, it was a bit, yeah, it's confused me, so I wasn't sure if anyone else had used like a different brush soap and had a similar experience. I can't be the only one who's bought it and been confused, you know what I mean? Oh, this is drying on the palette. I think I should have mixed it with a thinner. I think I did that last time. I mixed it with water and I don't know if it's worked very well. And I mean, after cleaning it, you said you wash the brush in ISO before soap. Yeah, I do that a lot though. The denominator here is the brush soap, because it's not soap, it's like a jelly. You know? I've used ISO and brush soap before. But like, traditional brush soap. This is what happens when you're trying to support different brands, chat. Yeah, but... yeah, it's just weird, that's all. It was like a weird reaction. Well, not like a weird reaction, but like... wasn't what I was expecting. Used it anyway, was confused. I say, because it's greasy and oily, it was hard to wash out. Like, naturally. Is there any mods on Twitch? You can remove that message for me. So much spam on Twitch. It's so annoying. Are you using to wash your hair tonight? That's not happening. I'll look like fucking there's something about Mary tomorrow evening on stream. You know, with Ben Stiller. What a great movie. referenced that same scene multiple times in the past few weeks. It's been very strange. I don't know why it keeps coming up. I might add a little bit more normal white acrylic paint to this, just make it a bit thicker. Problems with the Tamiya stuff is very thin. Not too worried about the recesses right now because I'm going to be going in with an oil wash. You disconnected again, you prick. I know how you can disconnect. Nothing's changed. Thanks. We're reconnecting. Sorry about the Windows noises, chat. I need to edge highlight that bit too much because we get repaint a different colour. Definitely around this chest because it's quite open on this guy. We get some nice edge highlights on there. Like so. And also a certain brush soap and conditioner from a certain hobby manufacturer that we don't support on this channel. Yeah, if it was like, if it said like it was conditioner, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. You know? Is it like, yeah, this is a brush conditioner? I'd be like, okay. How do I get it out there? As I worked a treat, it was just getting it out there afterwards. That was the problem. And I just wondered whether Master's brush soap, how do I keep saying it wrong? Master's brush soap was like the only one that's like soap, and all the other ones are like gel. Or it might just be this one. I think it, from what I'm understanding, it's just this one. Email to highlight. I'm really excited to try this game out. I'm hoping if I can get these guys done, you can look at maybe trying it. I did it. Thanks, man. I'm really excited to try this game out because I like the idea of the speed of it, and like I said in the reveal video, it's got a lot of things that people like kind of like complain about. You know what I mean? Armor values, facings, etc. Everything that people complain about this game seems to have. It makes me laugh because like there's a lot of people who like want other certain mechanics in certain games, right? And then there's like so many games out there that have those mechanics, and then people are too scared. There you go. What happened there? People are too scared to like try it out. I kind of said that in my first video. I want this year to like try different shit out, you know. Hello. Yeah, I want to try different stuff out this year. Expand a little bit, you know. Because I don't want to be just the guy who does Warhammer. I want to be the guy who does tabletop. And mix it up a little bit. Keep it interesting. Oh, I'm literally just painting on white. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Yeah? We were just talking how much we enjoyed the movie today.
Yeah, it was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah. We got G Cooks.
It was so fun. The second they said it in the movie, we both looked at each other and went, "That's how you say it." Okay. I
Like,
really liked it. I really
it was
liked
funny
the
at the ticket
animation.
desk when we were like, and they were like, "Have you got tickets?" So they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What are you here to see?" And I was like, "GQ."
You're like the Gundam movie.
And she was like, "What are you talking about? What is that?" And I was like, "Oh my god, it's not on today. Oh my god, we're at the wrong cinema. Oh my god, yada yada." And then she was like, "Oh, that." When I got my ticket, I was like, "Oh, that one." I was like, "Yeah." Thanks for scaring me. Don't worry about it.
No, it's really cool. I really like the animation. I like. I was saying to Mikey, I really liked how they like animated the human characters, their hair and their eyes, the color.
You like the main
colouring
character,
was
don't
really
you?
cool. Yeah.
Sorry, the secondary main character.
Yeah.
Her friend,
Yeah.
because she had red eyes, and then emo.
Yes, you. No, it was fun. I like.
Yeah. It's alright, wasn't it?
They look really good. Huh?
Thanks. They're just white.
No, I know, but like as we all know, chat. White is like the hardest color to paint. White and yellow. So you do a really good job. Is
No,
it
they're
the
gonna be
Tamiya?
red. They're gonna be that colour. Let's spray over on her.
Is it the Tamiya?
It is. It is. I'm doing all the white highlights now,
Mhm.
and then when you spray the red, it's already highlighted.
You know what you call that in makeup? Underpainting.
Actually, it's called Grizzle painting. That's the official name. You can't call.
What do
But
you mean the official name?
That's what people say whenever you say something's called slap chop, which is underpainting, which is a variation of Grizzle painting.
Grizzle.
Mm,
Well, in makeup we call it underpainting. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
actually called Grizzle painting.
Well, what do I know, huh?
It's when people like get unreasonably angry at like calling something a dumb name, like slap chop.
You could have stopped it when people get unreasonably angry there, to be honest.
To be fair, yeah, true.
Very cool models.
Yeah, aren't
Is
they?
that one a dog?
Those two? Yeah. Hyenas.
Okay, now I want to play it.
Hyena drones, that's what they are. They're very Boston Dynamics, you know what I mean? Boston Robotics. You've seen those, right? You've not seen the
Oh,
war
the
dog?
terrifying things. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
that, but they've got heads and little grinders in their face.
Oh,
So,
cute.
yeah. What are you up to?
So I'll go away now. I just came to see how they were looking.
It's okay.
I'm going to go read my book in bed. What do we say to that, chat?
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll stick to my greens and browns. You should try red. It's the best paint colour. Best colour to paint, even. Best paint colour.
Best paint colour.
Have fun, love. You alright? I think Georgie just broke something. What have you broke? What the fuck is that? Wait, you just broke the towel rail. Why? There's no vampires. Why have you made a steak? Georgie just destroying the house.
Chat, am I the strongest person ever? I just snapped our towel rail in half by accident.
On this side of this wall?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
I did it deliberately. What book? It's a really good book. It's called A History of the World in 50 Lies. And it's basically 50 it's a non-fiction book because I'm a big non-fiction girly. And it's basically 50 times, I'm just saying this, waving a steak at Mikey, look. It's 50 times in history when a lie has become so like prolific and so well known that it's actually shaped the rest of history or become more famous than the truth. It's really interesting.
Give us an example.
Oh, there's
Have you
so
got one?
many.
If you haven't got one, it's fine. You just say you haven't started the book yet.
I'm nearly finished. I'll give you a really fun one that I really like. The concept of maternal impression. So basically, there was this woman called Mary Toft, and she inexplicably started giving. It is a pasto time thing, right?
Okay.
And she started giving birth to rabbits, and people were
Whoa.
like, "What is going on?" And so they
That's what I
obviously.
said.
I think it was Henry VII, ish. Don't quote me on the date. And
One
she
of-
has
one
that
of
it's in her
Henry's.
library somewhere. Oh my god, it's really fun. It's really interesting. The way she writes, it's really nice too. And they were like, "Oh my god, what's happening? Why is this happening?" Obviously now we know that it was a bit of a, it wasn't real. Let's put it that way. It was a
bit of a
hoax.
what?
It was a bit of a hoax.
Hoax.
But basically, it gave rise to this phenomenon that was then called maternal impressions. So, for example, they were saying that Mary Toft had seen rabbits in the fields where she was working, and because she's seen all these rabbits, that then made an impression on her baby.
Right.
So, which is interesting, and obviously it's very pasto medicine, but also it's really bad because it obviously got used for very nefarious reasons. So, for example, Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man, people say that he had the condition that he had because his mother was scared by an elephant when she was pregnant with him, which obviously isn't true, but it came to kind of
that's weird that it came to into that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so when people were like, other examples are, there was a guy, I can't remember his actual name now and I feel really bad, but he was called like Jojo the Dog Man or something, and he ended up working with P.T. Barnum, and he was like, they had what they ended up, no babe, he had hydrotric, oh what's it called? Hydrotric, he had like excess hair growth essentially. And they were like, oh, it's because mum was scared by a dog when she was pregnant. It's not, it's because he had a condition. So yeah.
No, it's because he was scared by a dog.
So this lie of Mary Toft saying that this happened with the rabbits obviously led to all this medical negligence and malpractice and bias. And also, I have
just
that.
Crazy then.
Some people think it was because they wanted money because they were not doing so well. Some people think it was fame because her husband's family were very famous in the cloth market. And cloth.
Rabbit cloth.
No, cloth market in general. But then the cloth market obviously got less and less popular, and dyeing process was a lot less prestigious than it used to be with the rise of workhouses. Mercenary, I have that book. Yeah, it's a fascinating one. It in that one, so I will go in a second because I don't know if people.
I'm enjoying this one.
Okay, the one that Mercenary mentioned called Invisible Women. It kind of talks about how many things that you don't realise. Well, that probably men more than women don't realise are part of the cause, but are about men. So medical bias is like a huge one, a data bias is a huge one, but it's things like crash test dummies are built in a male physique so that they don't necessarily work as well for a woman because they're not built with the same body type. Room temperature.
Because we don't mind sacrificing male dummies.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I've got this. I'm sacrificing male dummies. With like room temperature runs on men's internal body temperature, not women's. Because people were at different temperatures, and room temperature is set to what someone with like a male body would find like their internal temperature.
That's interesting.
Where are the cats? The cats are asleep downstairs. We have had so many snugglings. They're very sleepy babies.
Yeah, it's that time, innit? This is nap time, and then they'll be back up at 10:30.
Exactly. Well, I mean, for example, another good medical one before I do actually go, because I don't know if anyone cares about me talking about books over the top of my.
It's great because I'm smashing through highlights while you're talking.
Okay, sick.
I can just concentrate.
Another great one's Viagra, right? So it was this miracle pill that was meant to be a miracle for heart disease, alleviating the symptoms of this. It was meant to help women with
bonus
endometrial pain. Then they realised, obviously, there's way more money in getting dicks hard than there is in fixing people's hearts. So thus it became.
Anyway, thanks to Best Hobby for sponsoring the stream. Really appreciate it.
It's really educational. Sorry for saying the word dick.
I shouted bonus now.
My wife loves it. No, it's really interesting. It's really interesting. And if your wife's enjoying it, then I'll stay.
No, it's good. I enjoyed listening, and that was very, very informative.
Oh, well, you're very welcome. Thing is, the problem is now, I'm like, because it goes through history, right? So it starts in ancient kind of classical times. And so my bag is very much like classical era 1500s and 1800s. I'm in like the early 1900s now, and I'm like, it's not for me, it's too modern. Looking good.
Thanks Viagra.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Got like 1 or 2 more highlights in. I can do some airbrushing.
Stunning.
You can get off if you want. Just try not to break more of the bathroom.
Yeah, sorry, chat. I literally, really, I think, put a towel down with way too much enthusiasm.
And
I've made
I
a
can't
weapon.
believe I've not been on stream long enough. I need to do something
Exactly.
to get myself back in there.
I'm going to be like, let me talk about history. She wants to know if I haven't, but I've heard so many people talk about it, and I know that I probably should, because I know one of my really good friends is like super into that kind of series, but I haven't. Would you recommend it, Mercenary? Should I read it?
Would you recommend the Templar's Code?
Babe, stop it. That was so mean what you just said.
Why?
Chat, okay, don't judge me. I like to think I'm a relatively intelligent individual, okay? I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I don't think I'm entirely stupid.
Not stupid.
But one of my secret, like, guilty pleasures is
The Templar's Code.
like trashy historical fiction, right? Like, I'm sorry, but you're never gonna find a bigger Da Vinci Code fan than me. Like that kind of thing, right?
If Da Vinci Code has one fan, yeah, it is.
It's literally like I was because I was obsessed. Like I read every Dan Brown book. Deception Point and Digital Fortress were just as good, but I was like absolutely devastated, I cannot tell you, when I discovered that Professor of Symbology is not a job that you can get. Apparently that doesn't exist. Dan Brown made it up.
True.
And I was like devastated, right? But I love it, and so I read one recently that I found. I got a charity book sale at work called The Templar's Code, and it's all about the Knights Templar and the Emerald Tablet. And
That's like Warhammer.
the guy's called Caedmon Asquith, and he was in MI5, and Benjamin Franklin's involved. It was a whole thing. It was, yeah.
You loved it, allegedly. Not great.
It was alright. I'm just read it now. Okay, maybe I should. How many polyglots do I know? One is me. It doesn't exist yet. Oh, so it's not out yet. Is this the new one coming out then, apparently? There are more than one book, Crypt Shadow. So, Robert Langdon has a fake doctorate. Well, it's real in Da Vinci Code AU. Da Vinci Code canon. But yeah, so the main four initially, I'm using this as a pointer now,
I
look.
can see that, yeah. I'm getting a bit
The
worried.
main four were
Weapon of destruction.
Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons, which I think's better than the Da Vinci Code.
So like cinema. Awful.
So good.
Awful.
Deception Point and Digital Fortress, which are really good. Then he did like Inferno. I hadn't read Inferno. Yeah, MI5 and Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, so Benjamin Franklin and Moses were involved. So were the Native Americans. It's very interesting. On that note, after we've very quickly lowered the tone of my previously academically interesting conversation, I'm going to leave. Oh, she doesn't mean... She means you being a codologist. I would love to do it. Guys, no, you don't understand. I literally did my undergraduate dissertation in religious artwork because I was so obsessed.
Because you love Da Vinci Code.
I love it.
You love Tom Hanks.
I have a soft spot for Tom Hanks. Not his weird Republican son, but I like Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom Hanks isn't cancelled, is he? Is Tom Hanks cancelled?
Yeah.
Right, is Tom Hanks cancelled?
I mean, I hate Tom Hanks.
I mean, oh, I was thinking of Tom Holland. I was going to say Cruise, but
Tom Holland's cancelled.
No, I was going to make a joke. Like, if Tom Hanks is cancelled, I'll pick another Tom.
Oh, right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't think Tom
I
Hanks
don't
is
think Tom
cancelled.
Hanks is cancelled.
It's just, And they're doing a Forrest Gump too.
Her degrees in religion and philosophy. Oh my god. That's so sick. That's like my dream. I feel like we will have such good conversations. That's like...
You love that, don't
I
you?
love that so much. I bet I like National Treasure. Yeah, of course, because I've got taste.
Nick Cage, what a beast. We love Nick Cage.
We do love Nick Cage. I am going to go and have a shower and read my book in bed.
And you can just hang out in here if you want.
I don't be a shit.
You can just sit at the computer if
I
you
feel
want.
like chat will be like, I don't know, guys, his wife did something similar. Went to live in Japan for a year, did some art stuff. How did it feel to live my dream? But no, my undergraduate dissertation was in this is gonna sound so douchey. The title in English, roughly translated because it was written in Italian, was how different religions and different branches of religion kind of portray the concept of sin in religious artwork. So I looked at Catholicism, Greek Orthodoxy, and Judaism, which is particularly interesting because obviously you can't have pictorial representations of deities. So that was poetry and the written word and stuff. So that was my undergraduate dissertation. Ma in italiano, il concetto di peccato. My little accent there. Cool.
That was there.
It's like you were in Italy, yeah. I was like such good friends with all the local priests, you wouldn't believe.
Like popes.
Yeah, I was friends with the Pope, yeah.
Never asked, have I? Right, you ready?
Oh, this is where the magic happens, chat. I'm gonna not do that thing I do where I always lean on the arm of a chair when you're doing something important.
do that
I do
a
that
lot.
every time.
Right, ready now. Well, they're not a great example because this one I struggled to get the shadows in. You can see it's working.
I just think the ink is just such a gorgeous colour. Like the vibrancy of it is just so nice.
Yeah.
It's like candy apple, isn't it? It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, a little bit.
The Pope-mobile. There were no Pope-mobiles involved. No.
Wow.
Look at his little paws.
Oh yeah.
I love him. Can you name them Inky and Cloud? You should have
they're
painted
dogs.
them like Inky and Cloud.
But they're doggos. Not cats.
Don't say doggo, they call you a millennial on the internet.
Oh yeah, it's true. I'm a millennial. But then they call me Gen Z anyway, so
You are so not Gen Z, hum.
I am. I
You're
think
not.
I'm
You're not
more-
Gen Z. You got really stressed about having to hold an iPad earlier.
What do you mean?
This morning, chat, he was in bed trying to get his daily logging bonus on his Final Fantasy gacha
Shut
game.
up!
And he was like, isn't it weird that you can just hold an iPad? And I was like, sorry. And he was like, it's just big, innit? Like, it's just...
I was marveling at technology.
I was like,
morning,
what is
alright?
happening?
I was marveling at the technological advances of the modern day. And now you're like, he could hold an iPad. I could hold the
And then
iPad.
you were like, I can hold it in my hand. It was very
I was
much
just like, isn't it weird that you can hold
all
an
this
entire
power in the
computer
palm of my hand.
Yeah, literally. I was
Doc Ock moment.
yeah. And you know what? Great rendition of Doc Ock. So I'm proud to be compared to him.
You should be. Alfred Molina's hot.
Yeah. Alfred Molina's a beast. There you go, that looks better.
That looks sick. Okay, I'm crouching over this whole time. My back is achy. So I am going to go now. I promise.
Okay.
Third time's a charm. It was a pleasure and a joy, chat.
That was anything.
Careful. I'll
Exactly, yeah.
pleasure and a joy, chat.
How's it go?
No, Crip, he should be enjoying Tifa because she is the superior option.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's a weakling who goes for Aerith, who is.
Well, they both get beat
Pathetic.
shot outfits in Rebirth. It's great.
I will. Do you want? Is that something you really want to have said, Michael?
I just nearly shivered. I was like, there was one coming definitely. You know, I felt it. I was like, shit, I should have said that.
Okay, Tifa crew, rise up. I'm gonna try not to break anything else. Goodbye and good
I
night.
won't mention her until she's gone.
I'm gonna just stabby stab.
That's the cannon. Just saying. Looks like the cannon on his back.
Don't try and win me over with animals. I see. I'm gonna leave this with you.
Thanks. Is that my job tomorrow, is it?
Yep.
Right. New bathroom amenities for us then. New towel rail, new toilet holder because we can't get one to match. Jack, become a member. George is destroying the bathroom. She's absolutely going for it in the bathroom. Exploding everywhere. Isn't she interesting? She's like, I'm really boring, and then she's just like got all these wild things to tell you about that she's read. I'm like, what the fuck? And obviously, painting toy soldiers. Got to be modelling. Yeah, that's me tomorrow now. I know you're not busy. I'm really busy. Can you go B&Q and get the new town hall though? That'll be tomorrow. So with all that underpainting, as you can see, we've got like those nice shadows underneath. We can still go back in, add a little bit of black ink if we want to, and do some more shadow in. But basically, because we painted it white and black, because we're spraying over a translucent ink, we get like the shadow on the red, which is like really nice. I need to go over and do another coat. I'm just giving everything a quick once over. Everything that's black will look dark red, and everything that's white will look bright red. It'll look a bit pink initially on the white, just because it's not very thick, but you can see, like, you get, like, the idea, like, especially, like, there, you can see that, like, gradient, which is really cool. I'm boring, Georgie is not. I don't believe that. I believe that Georgie is not bit, but I don't believe people are boring. I think people, like, see themselves as boring, but it's just another way to beat yourself up, you know? I think you can consider yourself boring, but that's all you're doing is just bringing yourself down when you're not really. You're just failing to see the qualities that you do bring to the table. If, you know, it doesn't have to be like anything crazy, but just like interesting facts, interesting stories and stuff. You know? Oh, I'm boring. I just watch YouTube videos and read Reddit. You know, and paint toy soldiers. Arguably, some people will find it boring, but it's about like how you can like share that with people. You know, your fascinations, your hobbies, your interests. I don't think anyone's truly boring. I think some people find it difficult to share what they're really passionate about. So they're like, well, I don't want to talk about it, so I did nothing this weekend or whatever. And then it makes you sound boring. You're not really. You don't want to talk about, or you don't know how to talk about things that interest you, you know? People used to call me boring at work because I didn't want to talk to them about work or just general stuff. You know, I don't really want to talk about football because I do not care. You know, no, I didn't see the sports that happened the weekend. I don't care. But then again, I worked with a lot of people that are older, so they were like, not like a video game generation or anything like that. So I couldn't talk to them about that. I couldn't talk to them about Warhammer because no one else did it. Everyone thought I was weird to talk about what, like doing Warhammer. Everyone at work thought I was boring, but I don't personally think I'm boring. It's just that people didn't understand my interests, you know? And they thought I was boring because I wasn't interested in theirs. Which I think is very different. It took me a while to realise that, I think. A quick whack with the hairdryer in that bad boy. If there's quite a lot to do there. Yo, Jamartin, thank you for the... I'm not sure why the Prime alerts aren't on, I don't think. Jamartin, thanks for the Prime, dude. Thanks for the 16 months. I think it's because I don't have Twitch alerts on this scene, maybe. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it. As you can see on that head, it's still looking a bit, pink. Let's let that dry, and we'll go back to the first ones and do those again. Yeah, I do find people are really into a hobby pretty interesting. Yeah, because they're passionate about it, right? People think you're boring when they ask you about things you don't care about. He's boring. He doesn't talk about the things that I care about, but they don't, you know? Where really it's like, no, I don't care about this shit you're talking about, and I'm not here to be. I don't want to be involved. I don't care. I want to talk about the things I want to talk about, and not with you. You know. It's like when people like being like, oh, why are you always on your phone? And stuff like that. Yeah, being on phones and social media is a curse overall, let's be honest. But like the blessing is you can talk to people who like the thing that you like all the time. You don't have to interact with them outside of that. You don't have to know them. You don't have to know where they are, where they live, what they do. But there's like people that you can just communicate with and chat with about the thing you like, whenever you like, you know? And again, it's just like, I don't think anyone is truly boring. I just think having conversations with people who are saying they're boring because they're talking about things that they don't care about. I just forget about my free Prime sub. Well, if you want to use it, !multi in chat. Would really appreciate it. Yeah, I think I forgot to add Twitch alerts to the hobby stream channel. Hobby stream bit. I think it's common a lot among a lot of sports ball fans seems to think there's something wrong with you for not liking their sports ball. Yeah, it's just fucking stupid, honestly. I do not give two shits. Yo, SB Lloyd, thanks for the Prime, bud. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime, it's really kind of you. Be like SB Lloyd, take $2.50 from Jeff Bezos. If Jeff Bezos dropped $1,000 on the floor, you know it's not worth him picking it up. You know it's not worth it to him. It's a waste of time. Isn't that weird? Isn't that just weird? Fuck him off. Take £2.50 off him. Give it to me. That is someone with far too much money to tax the rich and give me £2.50. But yeah, it's like, why do I care about football? You know what I mean? The football I care about is what it's like. People I'm interested in, like there's like the Sidemen charity match the other day. That was a bit interesting, you know what I mean? Because I'm watching people I like do things. But if I don't care, I don't care. Like, why would I care about some random people running around kicking the ball? You know? Sidemen charity match. It's for charity. It's full of celebrities that I enjoy because they make me laugh. You know? Wow, ball. Okay, cool, whatever. I do not care. I keep leaving this one zoomed in. Sorry, John. I know it's looking good. It's looking like a Gundam. Also, by the way, if you like the models that I'm painting today, you can go to the link in the pinned comment and you can check out the game found. It's free to follow. If you click the link, it supports me. If you follow it, it supports me even more. And basically, when the campaign does start, which I believe is next month, if you're following it before it starts, you're going to get a free gift. So, a free model. Free one of these, basically, but like a cool one. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I know it's Sunday. I know it's a bit different, off schedule, but I just fancied it. And also, I wanted to paint these, you know. Right, one more quick once over with the red, and then we can probably go in with a darker red. I'm gonna need some more red ink. I'm running low on red ink. I'm getting a bit nervous. I love this stuff. It's so good. Because it's transparent, it won't darken the blacks too much. But if you do keep spraying it over, eventually it will cover it. So you have to be kind of like light with it, you know. A couple of light coats definitely, not too many, or you'll just cover all the work you did. Because eventually you'll just keep covering it until it's very similar. But with a couple of coats, like we're doing like this, we're just like intensifying the red. And then we're essentially intensifying the black to red as well. But because it is transparent, translucent, just kind of like getting through it, intensifying, make the red, the blacky sides look a bit more closer to red than it was black. But if you don't do too much, it'll work out. You'll keep that gradient, like on that armor panel, you know. Show what you can see. Thanks. Do that. Yeah, again, look at that. You know what I mean? That's like where that highlight is. You know, like the black in the middle, and it's like highlighted around. But yeah, I just want to make sure I get underneath so there's no like pinky looking bits. I'm fed up with the camera randomly disconnected because the camera's not going off on my end. Sorry about the Windows noises, chat. Ever use Angron Clear? No. No, I never used Angron Clear because I used to use the other Tamiya paint. What's it called? Clear Red? This stuff. Absolute beast. Clear Red. I ain't used this in ages. I don't know if it's still good. Probably a couple of years now. It's still good. Look at that. I imagine I can still use normal thinner with this. The acrylic paint thinner. This stuff's beast. And it smells like jam. It's so weird. It smells like jam. Like a chemical jam. It doesn't say what thinner to use it with. There's X27. And this is thinner and X20A thinner. So maybe you can. That stuff, we've got the green and blue as well. But essentially it's the same stuff. We got green. We got blue. Oh, the camera's gone off. Yeah, why's the camera gone off? Turn it on and off again. What's up, Cloud? Cloud meowing. Not sure what happened there. There you go. You got red and blue as well. These are really cool. I might use this one on the pack if I do those. Because that's like blue. Yeah, blue and green. Really nice colours. They're essentially the same. They're like Angron Clear, but they're like the funky Tamiya stuff. It's not like normal acrylics. Right, okay, that red looking good. So we need to add a little bit of black. Again, I don't know where my ink's gone. I'm just gonna add a bit of black Templar, I think. Just to make like a deeper. We can go back in any bits we're not super happy with. We'll go in, use this, because like we'll just make a deep red ourselves. Like a brown. There's the candy ones. Yeah, basically. I think it might work over the white quite nicely. Just at the top of the stairs, just yowing. I've got like a brown.
No.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe.
if so, just a quick one. I don't know if your wife's already read it, but Storyland by Amy Jeff is incredible. And it's all about kind of like the myths and the legends that make up. I also written a lot of like Arthurian legends and stuff, and she writes beautifully. So recommend that to her. I feel like she really like it. Okay, now I promise I am going to bed.
Okay. Catch you later. Yeah, we got like a black and red now. So what we can do is like here, where I had a gradient, but it's not super prominent anymore. You see, like here. Add that shading back in a bit. You can do that where it's like basically you've oversprayed with the white a little bit. Because essentially what we've done is we've got a really good like depth mask. You'd be like, okay, that's where we want the highlights. Let's just make them more obvious. You know? Then we can just highlight it again in a bit. Oh, oversprayed there a little bit. Let's just hope and pray this works. I shot it a little bit there. I'll do. Never mind. It's always bomb, it doesn't matter. Essentially what I'm doing with my finger is like rocking a little bit. I'll try and show you my finger action. I'm literally just like rocking the needle ever so slightly back and forth. Just to like build up that spray. Because you've got to be just super careful. Because if you go too much, you'll just get overspray like you just had. You know? Now we just add in our crazy shading back in. Make it more intense where you want it to be. Maybe like here. Maybe like under here. You know? And then later when we highlight those edges again and be sorted. You know? Nice and easy. God, I love Zelda Lo-Fi so much. Just joined thoughts on Adepticon reveals. Have they been revealed? Have I missed the Adepticon reveals? Or do you mean like what do you think it's going to be? I feel like I would know if I missed them. Oh, it's coming. Okay. I thought you asked me like what did I think to them? I was like, I haven't seen them. I think we'll see more about. It's obviously gonna be like more about Death Guard and stuff. I don't think we're gonna see much past the Chaos stuff. Maybe they'll do like a little reveal It's weird though, because if you remember at Vegas, they announced the AOS skeleton box, and that isn't out yet. Was it at Vegas? Yeah, last month, 2 months ago. We announced the Goldbright Gravelord skeleton box, and that's not on the shelf yet. And then they're doing more reveals. Are they gonna reveal? Are they even gonna reveal any AOS? Surely, we're gonna have to advertise the next bit. Have to go, Mikey. Thanks for hanging out video. No worries, bud. Appreciate you hanging out. And they did have Deacon and Nighthawk next. I think, is it just me, or does like F Deacon kind of feel like a small range? That might just be me. They could get like another box set, because I feel like they're going to announce. I feel like Adepticon is a good time to announce big box sets, right? You know, here's a bunch more units that you're going to need. But yeah, it's like the skeletons haven't been launched yet, and they were like the big reveal of Vegas, and they haven't done anything with them. And it's Kill Team this week, right? Which is announced after all that. I don't know, man. Well, I don't know what's going on with them. Will we see much for World Eaters? Maybe. Yeah, if they're gonna do anything, it'd be like World Eaters. A big reveal for World Eaters, right? They're desperate for more units. Or they'll just be like, here's a new character, see in a bit. See you in 2 years. Which they could do. Which they still could do. There's still time. Okay, I think we've got good shading on this guy now. I think we've got good shading on all of them. We're gonna have to just matte varnish them, and then I might have to call it, chat, because I'm gonna have to let the varnish set before I do any oil points. Oil points? Oil paints? We might just have to let them set, you know? The problem is, because we've sprayed with so many inks, the paint's gonna be really thin on the model. So if we start going in with oil paints, it might peel off the inks, which would be super annoying, obviously. So we might give them a quick varnish and then call it, I'm afraid. Shit up. I've enjoyed these paint streams. It's been nice and chill. Maybe I should try and do a few more. I have the technology. I'm actually thinking about moving this room around a little bit because obviously I did the studio, which I actually really enjoyed doing it. Oh, I think we've got a little bit of a block in the end of the nozzle. I enjoyed making the studio. It was obviously a lot of work and a lot of money, but like the process was fun, and I kind of want to do it here because now I'm like, oh, I've got this really nice place that I film games in, and then everything else is kind of like in a bit of a, not shit, but like the quality of filming studios is vastly different across the two now, which is obviously weird for one channel. Oh, I think I might have just sent something down my airbrush nozzle when I was cleaning it. Let's have a quick nosy. It's now blowing the air bubbles back at me. Oh yeah, it's full of white pigment. With my little cleaner. I was like, varnish and go. Nope. These things are so handy. These little needle things. Just get in there and scrape shit around. I think I might have because I was spraying white for so long, I think I might have got some dried in the needle, and then when I just sprayed the alcohol through, I dislodged it. I think I just pushed it out. The problem is I'm using cleaner and I've got a glove on covered in red ink. I need to take that off because all they do is the red ink's coming off. Better? Yeah, it fucking dislodged some pigment that had dried in the nozzle by putting cleaner through it. There you go. Easy as that. I'd say they're probably using different types of paint very quickly between each other. It's got water on here, right? So. Give them a quick whack with a hairdryer, quick varnish, and then we'll call it a night. How's that sound? Yo, right, let's smash with a bit of varnish then, shall we? I think that had water in it. I was poured varnish and I was like, oh wait, that had water in it. I love and hate varnishing, but it's great because it essentially like a save point for your painting. Because now this has got like a protected layer over it. It also makes your reds look really good when you varnish it. It's not a save point, but it's just like a lot of wait time, a lot of drying time, which is a bit annoying. You know, that's locked in now, you know what I mean? That's not going anywhere. So if you're using Deimos rhinos for your Emperor's children, do you think they need something extra to say they are Kos rhinos? Not necessarily. They come with a dozer blade, right? They come with a little spike ramp thing, which you could use. You could always stick some of the spare Emperor's Children iconography you get in the Tormentor's kit. I was going to say Transfector's kit. The Tormentor's kit, sorry. Because that comes with some cool iconography you can stick on. You know? I think that's about it. If you want to buy some trophy racks, that might be cool. But I don't think it's super necessary, you know? Cool, okay. With my spare varnish, I've got a little bit left in the airbrush. Oh, well, like none left in the airbrush. I was like, I'll just give him a quick once over in the top. There was literally nothing in there. And then with that varnish, if you're ever airbrushing varnish, I'd recommend cleaning it with thinner first. Thinner just seems to be able to like pick up the varnish a lot better than water. When I've used water to clean out the varnish straight away, it seems to like dry and go goopy. Whereas I always use airbrush thinner because I think obviously varnish is just slightly different makeup than like traditional acrylic paint. It's really good at just like not sticking. I'm gonna use some spare tentacles from the spawn mod. On the rhino, that's not a bad shout. You can always chaos it up, you know what I mean? You can always make it more like quote unquote modern 40k rhino. I don't think it's super necessary though, you know what I mean? If you don't want to, I don't think you have to. I think there's plenty on the kit and in the Emperor's Children stuff that you get that kind of like makes it chaos. You know, blade, Emperor's Children logo. Ready? Nice purple alcohol going everywhere. I'll put nice purple alcohol in a pot of water. It's just so weird. Get it rinse out. There we go. Airbrush nice and clean. Right, let's give the end a quick wipe. A bit of black paint in there. Cool. All right. All right. Got a nice warm blast. So there we go. We've got our two hyena drones. That red blend is looking sick on that, isn't it? That red blend is looking spicy. Looks so spicy. That looks so good. Look at that. Look at that blend on there. Hell yeah. We've got our two drones. We've got our tech ops. Who I've broken. I've literally just broken. I've just broken him with the hairdryer. Oh, god damn it. Where'd that go? That's the open. These are 3D printed prototypes. I just broke him with the hairdryer. That's so annoying. The grand reveal when they're broken. Yeah, don't do things live. Fit for you. That's the downside to this bad boy. It is Here's a prototype. Hopefully that doesn't affect the varnish too much, but there we go. The tech off. I'll have to do that properly back on later. I'll stay dry. We got the tech op there, looking sick. Get my hands out of the way. The tech op. And then we've got the patrol officers. That one looks really good. I like that one. Well, these two kind of go together, you know. I like the blends on those. And then the last one, who's looked to me looks like a tech op as well, but without all the extra bits. You know? And then finally the Stormer Zeo. Type B. Type B, just gotta be this too. Blends on that are looking sick. So it needs an oil wash. But what I'll probably do is... yeah, I'll give it an oil wash. Once it's dried. Maybe another stream, maybe, potentially. If not, I might do it off camera, but... yeah, as I was hair drying it, I knocked one over, and just as I did that, it broke the arm off. Which is annoying because I got the best blend on it, look. Quick chop off, re-glue it. And then this is the final product we're aiming for. You know, this has a more matte finish, obviously, but yeah. Pretty chuffed, actually. It's the other problem I have with 3D prints, it can be brittle no matter what. No matter what you do, they can always be a little bit brittle. So, but yeah, I got some fun videos coming out soon, chat. I'm working on a couple of good videos. I'm going to quickly jump over there, so I'm just going to disconnect this a minute. So 1 second, and then we'll do a proper outro. I'll pull this camera back in. And boom. So there we go. Thanks so much for hanging out, everyone, today. Really appreciate it. I know it's a little bit different. But hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for the Prime subs and thanks for the members. I really appreciate it. We're gonna randomly raid a channel on Twitch. Let's raid. Here we go. A lot of different languages in miniatures and models compared to like Warhammer. Warhammer is very much like an English speaking category on Twitch, it feels like. I know there's a few obviously, but like it feels a lot more on miniatures models. Let's raid Solway Studios TV. I follow them. I don't know if I've ever watched them, but I follow them. Let's go raid them and say hi. But if you're watching on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. I'll be live again tomorrow. So come along. We'll talk about some drama. I started waving too early. We'll talk about some drama tomorrow. Talk about 40k, stuff like that. Thanks again. Thanks to Best Hobby. Make sure you check out the pinned comment if you want to see some more. Really appreciate you all. And I'll see you later. Thanks to Best Hobby for sponsoring the stream. Let's go.